Hey guys, so as you know, today is Wind Down Friday, and today we're going to be talking about how to successfully online shop. So if you want to see my tips and little tricks on how to make sure your clothes come in fitting just perfect, make sure to keep watching. Okay, so I have my computer here with me just to make sure I remember everything I want to say, but yes, so today's video is going to be on how to successfully online shop. I've had a lot of friends ask me to make this video because I am like addicted to online shopping. I like it way better than going to the mall. I don't know, there's a way bigger selection on the internet than in one mall. So, yeah, and I'm really small. And so a lot of times clothes don't really fit me. It's made for, bootylicious sticker girls, boobs, and here I am, a regular girl struggling, trying to fit these clothes. So I had to come up with ways to make sure clothes fit me, because who has time to be sending clothes back for $10? We only paid $15 or $14 for the shirt. It don't make no sense in the end. So I ended up keeping a lot of clothes I probably should have sent back but didn't, because it was more of a hassle to send it back. So I was like, there's got to be some type of formula, some type of way to just increase my odds of my things fitting or me liking them. So I can only speak for my body type and for what I go through, but I'm going to try to make this as general as possible for everybody so everyone can use these tips and tricks. But I am specifically going to tell you what to do if you're small like me and got little bitty boobs and just, a little something back there, So I'm going to help you figure out how to make sure your clothes fit too. But overall, anyone can watch this video, and you just got to change it up for your body. But anyway, so I'm going to start by using websites that a lot of people know, are used to navigating. But like I said, this could apply to all websites, all stores. Yeah. So first things first, you need a measuring tape. Now this is your best friend, okay? So what you're gonna take this and do is you're gonna measure around your boobs, around your waist, and not your gangster waist, not way down here on your hips, not way up here under your boobs, like your actual waist, okay? Because I know in today's age we don't wear clothes on our actual waist, but yes, your actual waist, and around your butt for your hips. And I put it in my phone. So basically the reason I do that is because a lot of clothes come in small, medium, large, blah blah blah, but there are size charts, and a lot of times we're stuck between, do I get the small or the extra small, this or that? And as there are a lot of other factors I'm going to let you know that play into your decision on what size you should get, it's always helpful to know what size you are, and according to their charts, which size you should be closer to, just to help you get a ballpark of where you should be. So like I said, I'm gonna go on sites that everyone's used to navigate. Just basically all these websites, any clothing website is gonna have the same information on it, just different store. So main thing people who I talk to hate buying offline is jeans. It's, I don't want to say really hard, but if you don't know what to look for, it can be really difficult to find a pair of jeans that fit in all the right places, fit your waist, but it's big enough for your butt, but come back for your thighs. It's a lot going on there. We're asking for a lot, I get that. But if you pay attention to what the clothes are made out of, there's a way higher chance that the clothes will come and fit you. So for instance, I'm looking at a pair of jeans here, and I'm going to put all these, I'm going to try to side by side this so you can see what I'm looking at on my screen. But I'm going to say it out loud anyways in case I get lazy. But, okay, say you have a pair of jeans. I'm looking at a pair of jeans right now, and they're made out of 99% cotton and 1% spandex. And I'm looking at another pair of jeans here that are 100% cotton. These jeans have no stretch in them, meaning that whatever size the jeans are, you have to fit in them with enough room to be comfortable, because it's not going to give you anything. It's not going to work with you. No, it's jeans, you know. So with stuff like this online, typically I would, if you know your size, I really know your size, I'd get my exact size or size up. A lot of times people should size up in clothes like this, because like I said, you're not going to get any room. It's not going to work with you. You're not going to get any stretch, anything like that. So, and that's typically good for like a boyfriend jean or something like that, because it kind of hangs off of you. And if you get it a little too big, it's okay, because that's already the look that you were going for. But there are also jeans out there, and they have words in it like elastane and spandex and stuff like that. Girl, those words are your best friend, okay? Best friend. Because that means that when you put on the jeans, it's gonna hug you, you know? You know, when, what's that song when it was like, you know, they got more room in them jeans? There's not gonna be any more room if there's some spandex in them jeans, because they're gonna cling to you. And that's what we want. Well, that's what I want. So if you see something that says it has elastic in it or spandex, and typically for jeans it doesn't go above like 2-3%, because it's still jeans. It's just enough to give you a little wiggle room. I size down. So like if I got a pair of 100% cotton jeans, I'd probably get a 3 or something like that. But if a pair of jeans I'm looking at has elastic in it or spandex, I'm probably going to get a 1, because I'm going to want them to fit tight and curvy and, you know, how I like. And yeah. Now, there are going to be some jeans or pants that you see that has words like polyester in it. Okay. Now, typically if your pants or jeans or whatever has polyester in it, that means that they're going to look more like pants, if you get what I'm saying. They're not going to look like jeans. They're going to kind of have a glossy finish. They're going to be more like pants and less like jeans. So, 1, if it's 100% cotton, try to size up, because you won't get any help. 2, if it has words like elastic and spandex in it, you can size down if you like a tighter fit, because it's going to give you a little wiggle room. 3, if it has words like polyester and it has any polyester in it or something like that, it's going to fit more like pants and less like jeans. So I know you've all seen like the jeans that just have like the one button, and you can get it in like red, blue, green, just different colors. Those have polyester in it, so they look more like pants and less like actual jeans. So these are just some small tips when it comes to, you know, trying to get your jeans and how they're going to fit, because I know it could be a little complicated. And what I will say is that if your jeans are 100% cotton, whatever you measure that your waist is, your jeans needs to be at least a half a size bigger than that, because like that's your waist. It's not going to get any smaller. But if it has elastic in it, you know, you can do like same size or like half an inch to an inch smaller, because it's going to stretch. Now, another thing that a lot of people don't talk about, but amongst me and my girls, another thing that could go real wrong ordering offline is some lingerie, okay? Lingerie and swimsuits I'm gonna kind of put in the same category. These two things can go real wrong if you're ordering them offline. I personally like to get my swimsuits off, I get some off Fashion Nova, but I get most of them off like Icon Boutique, places like that. But I heard a lot of my girls, a lot of friends say that they don't like using Icon, not because it's so affordable, it's so cute, but the way they cut stuff, a lot of people with like heavier chests and bigger boobs, tend to like not be able to fit, and because they don't separate their tops from their bottoms, like I have friends who will need like a large top but a small bottom, so it just doesn't work out. Same thing with lingerie. So if you see a lingerie piece and you're small like me and it says one size fit all, run the other way. And when I say small like me, I mean like small boobs, you know, not a lot of curves, are smaller than me, you know. Just don't expect to fit it like the model who has all these things to fill it out. Like if you see a model wearing something non-padded at the top and it's like, you know, making like, you know, the perfect little top, it looks really cute on, that's her boobs making it look like that. When you get it, it's gonna look like, you know, like this t-shirt. Like your body has to make it. So you have to not look at these models and think that the clothes are magically going to transform and make you look like them.
You have to not look at these models and think that the clothes are magically going to transform and make you look like them.
Because honey, that's not going to happen. You're going to get these clothes and you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be very disappointed. So some things that I would suggest is that if you are fuller in figure, you don't need padding as much, okay? I mean, maybe if you need a little support, but you know, if you got your boobs done or things like that, your girls sit up on their own. So to all of you, things that are like one size fits all and that are loose, you're totally fine. Now to all of us regular girls who, you know, maybe have a small chest or a chest too big, things like that, we have to tweak that just a little bit. So if you have a small chest, for lingerie or swimsuits, I recommend you getting something with a liner or some padding, something like that to push them up, okay? Help them sit there, because the worst thing you could do is to get a bathing suit or a piece of lingerie that fits like a sports bra. Because if your boobs are already small and you get something like a sports bra and it compresses you, it's not going to do anything for you but make you look like a 12-year-old boy. And honey, we don't want that. You know, especially depending on if it's lingerie or the swimsuit. But either one, I'm not trying to look like a 12-year-old boy. So, no. Things like that aren't really good, you know, for small boob girls. They're just going to smush them down like we're taping them down, and that's not what we want. We want to accentuate what we have, not hide it. So yeah, I would recommend things with a liner, you know, with little push-ups or whatever, but not always. Like wide rounded necks for small boobs don't really work well. It's not very flattering. If something has a really deep V, this is where we thrive as small boob girls, because it's like the illusion of just seeing a little chest, just seeing a little bit of what we have, just a little bit of something goes a long way for us in our figure, and you know, it just looks good on a smaller chest, and that's something that can be worn by somebody with or without boobs. But if it's a deep V, go for it.
And also, high necklines look really good on small boobs, so keep that in mind too.
But if it's like a round neck, girl, leave that alone if you ain't got no boobs, because it's not going to really do you any justice or any favors. And if it's something that's like a sports bra. So just try to keep that in mind. And yeah, I think that's like pretty much all I have to say about like the bathing suit thing, because all bathing suits are pretty much made out of the same stuff. You just have to watch what fits better on you, and also watch the placement of those bottoms, because I know in a lot of high-waisted bottoms I like the extra small so it can suck me in, but if it's like a low-cut bottom, I want a small, because it's like if it covers more of my cheek, I want a small, because if you get it too small, it's gonna like cut my butt in half and I'm gonna look like I have 4 butt cheeks, and girl, that's not cute. So if it's like a thong or like high-waisted, stuff like that, you can go a little smaller, you know, but if not, stuff fitting. Okay, I think people have like a misconception that if it's too tight, it's still okay. No, too tight is just as bad as too big.
Too tight is just as bad as too big.
It needs to fit. Okay. So next, moving on to the things like dresses and tops and things like that. Right now I'm looking at this really cute dress that I personally own and have showed. I'm not actually sure if I posted that try on haul, but I do have that dress, this dress, and it's 95% nylon and 5% spandex. You're gonna see a lot of tops and blouses and things like that made of things like nylon and polyester mixed with cotton, and a lot of blends and stuff, and it gets really confusing. Cotton, remember, is kind of stretchy, has a little give. Nylon and what's the other one? I literally just said it. Well, anyway, another one, they don't have as much stretch to it. They're more of a shiny, durable fabric. So this dress, like, being that it's 95% nylon and 5% spandex, you would think that, oh, okay, I have a little room, it has 5% spandex, I can get an extra small in this, being my size. Because that's what I, would think normally if I saw spandex in a dress. No, you need to read closer. Okay, it says that the dress itself is 100% nylon, and the lining is 90% nylon and 5% spandex. This means that the dress has a slip in the inside. So basically the actual dress is 100% nylon, meaning that it's not going to move, it's not going to give, it's not going to give me any stretch, it's not going to help me. And if it does, it's going to be eensy, weensy, teensy, and not really a significant amount at all. And so that 5% spandex in that lining doesn't really matter because it can't stretch outside the dress, if that makes sense. So it's like, if the dress is already this big, if the slip can stretch to this big, it doesn't matter because it's inside the dress. So you want to go by what the actual dress is made out of, or top, like I said, and don't judge the size based off the lining, if there is a lining in the clothing item, because that's, I don't want to say irrelevant, but you need to see what the actual piece is made out of. And like I said, if it is anything like nylon in that, for this dress, I would size up. And sizing up for me is getting a small, because this is something I typically get an extra small in. So make sure to size up for stuff like that. Now, a stretchy dress like you see right here, this dress is 90% polyester and 10% spandex. Y'all, 10% spandex, let me tell you what 10% spandex means in other words. It means we about to be twerking. It means we could shake. It means it's gonna jiggle, it's gonna look good, all of that. That's what 10% spandex means, okay? So yeah, I know a dress like this will definitely fit. And yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just gonna go ahead on and we're gonna skip to the shoes. Now, I've noticed that a lot of the shoe sites that I like to shop on right now are overseas. Just really annoying when it comes to shipping, because like my shipping always takes like 2 weeks. And so one of my favorite shoe places is Semi London. Oh my gosh, like I love their heels, I love their shoes. But the only thing is that because they're in London, I have to convert the sizes to US. Now, luckily on this site, it tells you, like when you click on the size drop down menu, it'll tell you straight across which each size means. So like, say I'm a US 6, but it'll tell me it's a UK 4, EU 37, and US 6. And so basically it just gives me all the conversions in a row. So if your shoe is pointy toe, account for a ½ inch more space. Don't get your exact size in a pointy toe shoe, because the shoe is going to get narrow, so you're not going to have as much space for your toes, even though that's how long the shoe is. So I always get at least a half a size bigger if my shoe is pointy. You really need to pay attention to what they are made out of and what country they are made in, because you know if things are made in places like China and things like that, things are going to run smaller. So you have to account for that and, you know, get that going in your head. I know that if in US sizes something is made with a bunch of spandex and it's an extra, and I get an extra small, I know that I'm probably going to get, if it's like if it's China or whatever, I'm probably going to get a 0 in that. But if it's something that doesn't have as much stretch and I want it to fit me and I'm getting it from China, that if it's something I would normally get like a small in, then I know over there I get probably a 2 or something like that. So it just basically, you gotta kind of line it up. I really wrote out and made a chart so I can get this in my head. But hold on, before I leave, girl, let me bless you right quick. What we will talk about though is how to get these deals and these coupons, because y'all should not be paying full price. Okay, for places like I said, the Fashion Nova, the Semi, the, you know, Pretty Little Thing, girl, there are coupon codes, okay? Even if they don't have a coupon available, there is a coupon that is available.
Even if they don't have a coupon available, there is a coupon that is available.
Do you understand? Okay, so all I do is I'll just type in Fashion Nova coupon codes or whatnot. Whole page of them will come up. Click on Retail Me Not or something. Coupon code, I click to see if any of those work. Okay, in addition to the coupons that Fashion Nova already gives. Now I know you're like, you only can use the one at a time. You can pack them on, but you have to pay attention to what type they're like. Sometimes on Retail Me Not, some people will just upload a gift card number, and if it's a gift card number or something like that, you can use that in addition to a sale code. So now that's even more money off. What else? Oh, also, whenever I'm looking for a coupon, say if Retail Me Not or you can't find any on any coupon websites are working, go on YouTube, type in the name of that clothing line if you know it's something popular. 9 times out of 10, another YouTuber has reviewed that company and they might have their own coupon code that they're offering. Use that. Go on Instagram, same thing, because it's like if they're not promoting a sale, 9 times out of 10 there still is an active code out there. And then if there's not an active code as far as a deals that they're providing, there's going to be somebody who's promoting that company who has their own coupon code. So there's a million ways to not ever pay 100% for these really popular websites that people go on. So just make sure you don't shortchange yourself and, you know, and get all the sales you can. And last but not least, I don't know how I forgot to tell you this, read the reviews. Like, people are so good on some of these websites at leaving reviews that are actually helpful. Honestly, if you want to scroll through reviews, I know people on Pretty Little Thing don't review clothes as much, and a lot of other sites, they don't leave reviews as much, but people go hard on reviews on Fashion Nova. So I'm gonna use them as an example. And then if you have a website that you look on, even if it's AliExpress or something for clothes or whatever, and there's a lot of reviews, you can use the same method. It'll work, you know, just fine. But basically, I skim through all these comments until I see one with numbers. Now, the reason why numbers catch my eye is because if you're just writing a comment telling me the dress was fabulous, I loved it, you didn't really help me now, did you, sis? You just bragged about how good you did at picking out your correct size and how much you loved it. You ain't helped me, okay? This is a pet peeve of mine, so yeah, I'm gonna go get into this. You telling me that the dress is bomb ain't helped me figure out what size I need, okay? I'm gonna say it again. You telling me how amazing your clothes fit does not help me figure out, you know, if I should get a small or extra small based on my size. Like, no. You're supposed to look for the reviews that have numbers in it, because numbers typically equal measurements. So, like for instance, an example of a good review would be somebody saying, oh, here's a good one. I'm 120 pounds. I got the small. It fit perfectly. This is the normal size I get. Okay, that lets me know that it's running true to size. Or somebody saying that something runs true to size. It's running true to size. And then you can kind of estimate, okay, she's 120 pounds and she got a small. And then you say if you look at another review and somebody's 140 pounds and they got a medium, and you know you're 125 pounds, 9 times out of 10 you can fit the small too. You don't need to go all the way up to a medium if a person who's 140 pounds could fit a medium. You have to kind of do those numbers in your head, and that really saves a lot of time, because if people have already made the mistake of buying the wrong size, let's learn from their mistakes instead of making the same mistake all over again when we could have just read the review. Okay, so something else that's good to say when people say, oh, this runs small, size up, size up, size up. Don't immediately be like, oh my gosh, it runs small for homegirl, I need to size up. Because, not trying to be rude, but sometimes homegirl, you know, maybe she was a little too big for the size she ordered, or vice versa, you know. And here you go ordering the size bigger and you didn't need to. So you're probably like, how do I know who to trust? Let me tell you who to trust. If there's 30 reviews and 29 say size up, then size up. Okay. But if there's 30 reviews and there's that one girl who's like, oh my gosh, sized up because it was too small, she probably ordered the wrong size for herself. Okay, well, you know, no shade, a little tea, get it together. So, yeah, I know this was a lot of things to throw at you guys at once, but this is basically just all the things I think about when I'm online shopping. I hope that you have wined down on this Friday, that you have took a couple sips of your wine. I need to catch up because I've been so busy talking that I haven't really. This is good every time. Alright guys, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Friday when we wind down. Bye guys.